thank you for being here with me today. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I handle fear and anxiety. If you're new to this channel, my name is Tumi. I'm a medical doctor, I'm a dancer, I'm a poet, and I love creating videos on this channel to support you in living your best and most conscious and most delicious life. I love making videos here around minimalism and holistic health tips in general, also raw veganism, and all infused with my dance. If that seems at all interesting to you, then consider subscribing down below. So I'm making this video because I got this question, it's been several months ago I think now, of one of you all reaching out to me and asking me, how do I manage fear and anxiety in life? And I thought it was a beautiful question, and I often get tons of beautiful questions, and so it's hard to answer them all. I'll share right now that I do have a membership program, if you're not familiar about that. And in my membership program, part of the reason I created it was because I was getting so many questions, and so every month I answer the members' questions in a Q&A video format. So if you're interested in getting more questions answered from me, consider that membership program. Back to the question at hand. So I've been wanting to answer this question, and I wanted to share with you how I handle this. And I will share with you that I feel fear every single day, and I have the most incredible life. And I feel super blessed, and I've also made choices throughout my life to create the life of my best dreams. And that meant facing my fear and doing it anyway, meaning that facing fear of failure, facing fear of rejection, and still making those leaps to the life that I really, really desired and that I'm now living. How? So I'd like to offer 3 ways I've done that and continue to practice that in my life, because again, I feel fear every single day. Fear thoughts come up every single day, but I don't let them stop me. So how do I do it? For me, fear and anxiety are super blended, because fear is that feeling of, oh my God, what if this happens, or this could happen? And the anxiety for me is what revisiting that thought over and over again, and that feeling that it does in my body when I let the fear take over. The first thing that I find so helpful is to understand that fear is just an emotion. It's nothing more. It's not a fact. It's not reality in terms of it being what it's the future. It's simply an emotion. And when I think of it in that way, I realize it's not mine. It's just an emotion coming through me. The same way anger can be. I don't claim it as mine. And when we give that distance between the emotion and ourselves, there can be a sense of spaciousness. And we don't feel so attached and so caught up in the emotion. So remembering that it's just an emotion can be really helpful. And just like any emotion, it can come and it can go. It also, I think, can be helpful to understand that fear is something that evolutionarily served us. There was a time back in the day, in terms of when we were faced with predators in the wild, where we had to, fear served the purpose of then turning on our sympathetic nervous system strongly, pumping blood into our limbs so we could start running away from the predator. Fear is something that's primal, and it's part of our old ancient brain. Now, thankfully, most of us don't have to worry about predators in the usual sense running after us, but we still have those hormones and neurotransmitters and chemical messengers flooding through our blood when fear comes up. And so to understand that it's something that we've inherited as a human beings, as Homo sapiens, and not again to get caught up in it, to understand, okay, here are the feelings coming up, but I'm safe. And even saying that to ourselves, I'm safe, can be really helpful. To know that the fear is something that is it just is, and it can come and it can go. So one very practical practice that helps with this, that has been so helpful for me navigating fear, is meditation. I've had a daily meditation practice now for over a decade, and part of it is because it helps produce real results in my life. I'm able to make courageous choices and move towards my dreams with less fear. Or feel the fear and do it anyway, because meditation gives that sense of awareness that, one, we are afraid, and two, that spaciousness that it's just fear. So meditation is something I highly recommend in anyone who feels like fear is stopping them from living their dreams. The second thing I want to offer is those acts of courage. And one way to do that in a very practical way is movement play. I love the term movement play. I write about it in my book called Delicious Healing, instead of exercise. But what I'm talking about is vigorous exercise. Movement play is something I love because it sounds more playful and more luscious, and captures more of what I feel like I'm doing when I exercise. And that looks like running, jumping, dancing, bicycling, swimming, anything that you love to do that gets your blood pumping, weightlifting even. I love this because it is an act of courage in the sense that you're claiming yourself as a strong, powerful being when you vigorously move, when you exercise so strongly. And that leaves you feeling courageous, and that helps you dismantle fear a little bit more. There have been studies showing that actually people who do weightlifting, running, exercise on a regular basis do feel more empowered. And power, that sense of power, our third chakra power, really is what helps to dismantle and disintegrate fear just a little bit or a lot. So I recommend daily or very regular movement play to help with navigating fear. When you feel more embodied, when you feel more strong in your body through movement play, fear can take a back seat and you feel more as the passenger, as the mistress and master of your ship. And thirdly, I want to talk about nature. Nature. We are nature. And we have the blessing of being surrounded by nature. Even if you are living in a concrete jungle, you have air to breathe. You can light a fire. You can set a candle and look at fire, the element of fire. And again, we are nature. But hopefully you have a park. Hopefully you have a stream nearby. Hopefully you have maybe the ocean. You have trees somewhere nearby. You can go be nearby and sit with or sit under and revel in the awe that nature instills in us. And what I love about nature as a way to navigate fear is it gives us perspective. Because when you look at a pine tree, here we go, you see a majestic pine tree. It reminds me, anyway, that anything is possible. And if we are nature, which we are, we can do anything. And that helps to dismantle fear just a little bit. So get out in nature when you can. Put your feet on her. Put your back against a tree and breathe. And remember, you are a powerful, powerful being. And then go out, feel the fear, and do it anyway, remembering that sometimes those small and large acts of courage often catapult you more into that which is your heartbeat, that which is the life of your best dreams. Yeah, that's what I want to share with you today. It's been those acts of courage, both small and large, that have helped me to create and be living the life that I love so, so much. Let me know down in the comments below if there's something that you practice on a daily basis that we can share together here that helps you navigate through fear with more ease. And I hope something that I shared here today is of benefit to you. Definitely check out my membership program if you're interested. And I send you so much love wherever in the world you are. If you like this video, please give it a like, share it with anybody you think might benefit, subscribe if you like, and take care. I'll see you in the next video.